Alright, I'm in Monterrey, Mexico, Nuevo Laredo, and just incredible mountains, 5,000 feet. And this just shows you pretty controlled chaos in Mexico. All the stop signs are basically suggestions. This is a roundabout, so this is pretty typical of any roundabout in anywhere you drive, but you kind of see everybody queues up, and if you don't roll through the red stop sign, or even if the red turns green, you get honked at very quickly, like that person just said, hey, get out there, we got places to be. Obviously a roundabout with 3 turns, we got 3 turn lanes here. It's just crazy. So people, and then you get this merging here, which is just let's just say merging in Mexico is nothing like you've seen anywhere else, at least in the United States. Driving in Mexico, if you take your Uber or you have somebody driving you, there's somebody that almost cut off a Tesla, but basically you just gotta survive and get through it. And it's one of those things where, I mean, look at the brand new Tesla there. You got GMCs, you got Cadillacs, there's a Porsche right there. Monterrey, San Pedro here. San Pedro Garcia Gomez, I believe is the correct name. It is the richest place in Central America, they say, or Latin America. Get this big truck that just showed up, and he's got the visibility to go first before the other one. Got the bus that's showing up, and that bus ain't gonna slow down. That's right, because it's got a clean curve. But this, I mean, look at the walkway here. This is coming from a beautiful park. Mexican sycamore tree here, which grows 4 feet a year. Beautiful tree. I mean, look at the people walking here. It's San Pedro Garcia Gomez. There's a cop over there directing traffic. He just stopped everybody. Man, look at him just standing out there. Most cars are not going that way. Most cars are actually going to this way, which is another kind of a freeway this direction. It's a little bit before sunset, and then you have, look at these incredible mountains. I mean, it is sunset, so the sun has actually gone over west. But this is the richest, yeah, definitely richest part of, I mean, it's somewhere, maybe Mexico City's got as much wealth as this, but this is absolutely top 1 or top 2 of the most wealthiest places in Central America / Mexico. I keep saying Texas because that's where I'm living. You got oak trees here. But there's so many towers. I mean, there's a brand new tower that just went up. Got a billboard on it. And beautiful. I guess we're 3 minutes in, so this is a little late for me to narrate the, bring pesos with you. You can get by without speaking any Spanish. Obviously you can use a translator to be safe. Let's see, I mean, San Pedro in Monterrey is just incredibly safe, incredibly clean. You can just see how clean these sidewalks are. Monterrey has some good or bad parts, but San Pedro is just incredible. I mean, there's an Alfa Romero dealership right there. I mean, that tells you how much wealth there is right here. I think the basics is make sure you have international data when you get here, because you gotta figure out how to order an Uber. I mean, I guess you can order a taxi when you get off the plane. Bring pesos to be safe. Make sure your credit cards know that you're traveling, or have backup credit cards. But the fact that this place is so safe, once you get to San Pedro, the neighborhood here, or it's not a neighborhood, it's a city. You got to deal with the honking. That guy was going too slow, so he got honked at. But it's an incredible, beautiful city. And if you get an Airbnb or hotel or whatever in San Pedro, there's, you can get coffee at the 7-Eleven or the OXXO, which is the comparable. Restaurants will open up. There's breakfast, coffee. There's lots of coffee places. Lots of breakfast options, and then as restaurants and stuff open up throughout the day, you have a lot of options. So It's an incredible city. Of course, Americans are alleged that they don't travel very much. Beautiful palm trees here. Everything's clean and manicured. Trash cans. There's a Maserati stop there. I mean, you got Porsches and Cadillacs everywhere. There's a construction crane driving down the road at 5 o'clock. That guy just rolled the stop sign or whatever he had. He just was going, so that's why you got to look left and right. These are actually very incredible, you know, not mixed use because these are mostly retail, but you know, you have bare lots and bare land. I'm gonna cross here because I looked, but you got to always look back to make sure you're not gonna get hit. Lots of these just small retails. You know, you got, I mean, San Antonio, Texas, where I've been living, you got nail salons everywhere and beautiful plants here, beautiful cactus near the, watch out for that car pulling out, making it work. And I think I will cross here. I mean, this is an incredible building. This city's known for its architecture and engineering. Look at that incredible design, just the way that spins. That guy's going and I'm going, and I'm looking both ways because you never know what's coming either way. But on Sundays, they close down both streets here, and this whole section from this road to a couple kilometers that way, or in miles if you speak American, it becomes biking and rollerblading and walking and jogging. I mean, this park is full of joggers and walkers as is right now, but on Sundays for a couple hours they have tents here. They have dog adoption, cat adoptions, and then it's just incredible what you have here. The street does close down. I mean, look at it, you have thousands of cars right now on a, let's see, busy Monday, and I'm gonna sneak through here because everybody's stopped. Nice Ford Bronco there. Beautiful clouds. But yeah, it's incredible. This lady's sneaking through with her BMW SUV. Oh, somebody's mad because they ain't going quick enough. They let somebody merge. I mean, I would say traffic is kind of insane, hectic, like the merging and the way that the cars just go. It's one of those things like get out of my way, or you're gonna let me merge, or we're gonna have an accident. Kind of everybody, it's a kind of a controlled chaos where everybody makes it work. And if somebody's forcing themselves in your lane, you're not honking at them, you just let them. The honking is if you don't go quick enough because everybody's impatient because everybody's used to this traffic. And so if you're not going immediately on a stop sign or a red light that turns a green light, you get honked at, is what the local status is. So that's what that was that you just heard. You know, you got Beamers here. I mean, it's just crazy how much wealth is here. There's a Porsche SUV, which is not that common in the US. You know, Jeeps are common in the US, but most of the US, not really. But it's incredible, this Monterrey, San Pedro. And I told you, this building, I mean, it's just a trip. I mean, there's a bunch of just very cool buildings in San Pedro. You know, you just have, you know, there's an area called Fashion Drive, which is, there's a $100-something-thousand Mercedes EV right there. I mean, it's just everywhere you look. There's a Ferrari and Lambo dealership down there. But actually, I did a tour down here a minute ago. But yeah, it's incredible. So if you get a chance to come here, Monterrey, there must be a cop because he's got a blue light. They don't have many cars with blue lights in Texas. A lot of construction trucks are able to use blue lights, which is weird, but yeah, I mean, look at this tower they put in, Torre Palmas, Lexus and a Range Rover, and construction guys are getting up for the day here. New building. Empty lot. So you just kind of can see very, very interesting part of Mexico. This is funny. I pointed this out on the left is baby corner. You can buy baby furniture, and then next to it is an MMA training center. So don't piss off your wife, because she can train to beat you up if you deserve it, if you're a bad father. It's a joke. Baby corner and MMA. And then this is just an incredible street, so I would keep going even though I'm exhausted having walked miles today. This is an incredible street. There's a milk pizza up here, which is an amazing Italian. But yeah, I mean, look at the amount of places to sit. Somebody put trash for, you know, the leaves that were picked up today. I mean, clean streets, no homeless, no shopping carts. You know, the cigarette butts, obviously kind of a problem with smokers throwing those, but I mean, they're picking up all the trash. They're picking up, you know, anything that else comes down. You got a diner here. This place I've not seen open in a couple days, but maybe I'm not out at the certain times. Señor Latino, comidas 2-in-1, Librias, it's I can't even say that. You got a Mercado here, I believe, that we passed. Got Mr. Parking guy here for this building. This is pretty high-end or whatever, you know, kind of party spot here. Plain American red chili peppers. Cantina, this was busy the other night. And this is getting to a really poppin' area. I mean, you got the Maserati again, you got the Audi. I mean, just amazing here. So, Gallerias, Waldo's store. So yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, here's the Supermercado. So yeah, if you get down here, all right, we're at 12 minutes. I guess I'll keep this going a little bit, even though I'm exhausted. Went down to downtown today, Barrio Antiguo, which is an incredible area downtown, and did a video there. So here's your local Mercado. There is an HEB. If you're from Tejas, you learn to love your HEB. This is a local, I'd call that a small market, not a supermarket, but it's close to a supermarket. It looks like it has a lot of selection. You got that beautiful new building. Looks like almost done. Incredible skies with the mountain, montaña. A lot of other places in Mexico and, you know, Central South America, you know, you hear a motorcycle rider, it's not a safe sound. There could be two guys on it that can rob you. But not here. Here's a Chinese BYD with, looks like a grandmother and the baby in it, safe. You got a fish house over here, I know. It's been there before. You got bike racks, you got paid parking, you got people grabbing a drink. Looks like they're doing a little TikTok video or couples video. How cute. You know, places that even rest. You know, you put your butt there. And there's one of the first Cybertrucks I've seen here, which is common in the U.S., but obviously not very common in Mexico. But yeah, I mean, you can rest here. This is one of my favorite taco spots that I've came here for. Rincon, Rincon, Tacos Prime. Coffee, great coffee here. I had a vanilla latte here this morning. And that's just a great shot. Wait for it. So this is a good example of the roll, just kind of rolling. So as soon as this goes red, you're gonna have honking. There we go. You did not go through it quickly. And look at this mountain right there. I mean, just incredible. Yeah, so, you know, you got a red here in this direction, and then, yeah, somebody is blocking, but now they're getting out of the way. But you definitely have this kind of controlled, well, the merging is what's the controlled chaos. Everywhere else is just getting through it. And I mean, I don't know, for the distance per hours, I would say it's pretty similar to Texas or anywhere else. But here, obviously, they're impatient because they're dealing with it and they have lives to do. I mean, here's a police call box. I mean, that's pretty cool. It turns blue at night. Now watch this. If this guy doesn't go, he's gonna get honked at, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, let's see if, is he, there we go. So yeah, if he didn't move very quickly, he would have got honked at. There's Fashion Drive down there. Fashion Drive is incredible. Huge buildings. You can see the mountains beyond that. I do have a right of way here, but I'll just, somebody just kind of merged, didn't really ask. And now they're blocking the pathway. Let's see if it turns, but kind of see, you know, it's like, I don't know, a block of cars. It's not insane. I mean, other cities in Tejas have, I mean, there's some beautiful buildings too. But yeah, they stopped. And now this way is gonna go. Okay, now this way has got, you got a small honk. But I mean, it works. It works. They know what they're doing here. There's a, you know, there's a brand new Tesla Model Y, best-selling car in the world. Here you kind of see there's a gap in the traffic, so I could kind of go here, and I will go with this guy. Kind of rushing. Yeah, I kind of jaywalked there, but I made it work. Gas station, full service. Here's Oxa, which is like the 7-Eleven. There is 7-Elevens here. But yeah, San Pedro is incredible too. Tortas, like a sandwich. Enchiladas Rossi. I don't know what that is, but yeah, you got bear lots there. Uber's pretty easy to take around here. It's pretty easy. Put, you know, your card on there. You know, definitely pretty safe and secure just to order an Uber. You know, give them your name when you jump in the car. Give them your PIN if you have PIN set up, and easy to get around. Looks like there's a coffee shop which is closed right now, but that place is popping during the day. And this is money exchange. Here's a little food spot. Torta. There's jewelry. There's another cool block here. You can see all the people out over there. And there is another of the mountains, which is just, it's hard to show how cool it looks in the photos, but see the condos on the left, and then it's just, it's massive. It's 5,000 feet. All of these are 5,000 feet, but you just look around. I mean, California has some pretty cool, you know, cliff backdrops. Oregon, where I'm from, there's an example of the car stopping here. So you got, let's see, actually that they have a stop sign in front of us at the center of the screen, and this car, okay, so these cars I think have a light, but if they either have a green or red right now, they just roll them through it, either one. And then the cars like this, whatever that is, Jet Tour, I don't know, that must be an Asian brand. He just rolls through. So there's a BYD coming, right? You know, so they, I mean, it works. It is interesting to see, because you don't expect it. You think of, especially like a well-manicured city, you think it's, I don't know, not like the U.S. It's not like the U.S. or not like well-controlled traffic. It's a controlled chaos. It is a chaos. You kind of see that car just kind of got in front of that Volkswagen, and they made that work. So I think the really mindset is just get to where you're going and try to avoid a collision. Which I've only seen one accident here. I only drove past one accident in an Uber so far. With what you kind of expect, with what you see, you'd think there'd be a lot more. But no, they know what they're doing here. And yet again, this backdrop of the mountains. This is pretty quiet during the day. But this morning, I had coming up, I've not had this. This looks pretty good. Cafe Honey looks like they went out of business. La Purisma. There's a key repair service. Apartments up there. This is Milk Pizza, which is Italian, and there's almost no signage. The door is hard to see. Milk Pizzeria was very good. Very cool red art installation over there, Rojo art installation, and a couple more coffee shops over there. There's a big coffee shop there. It looks like something's going on, maybe an event. There's a couple podcast signs here, like they do podcasting. Oh, there's a salon. But yeah, I think I will probably end it maybe right here. We got a couple more blocks of some other stuff and some small shops, but this is it. I'm Tim Lucier. Thank you for watching. I'm here in Monterrey and in San Pedro, which is incredible. I think I went over the basics. Flights from San Antonio here are $100. I'm sorry, $200. They are 1 hour each way. Viva, which means free, I believe, is like a low budget, like a Spirit or Frontier. So kind of make you pay to check a bag or upsell you. Very cute art installation here. I mean, I was laughing at this. Even there's dog water, you know, with these water vessels. So yeah, you can fly here pretty easily. Mexico City is obviously well known for being the cultural city and having the Hispanic heritage. But I mean, for what you get in Monterrey, and I haven't even talked about going to the mountains. There's a river dam, La Presa, and some of the views. There's some history museums here too that I haven't even got over. I'm just talking about here in San Pedro. But what you get, people say it's expensive. Oh, San Pedro is so expensive. You know, I think kind of I think what they're channeling is that it's expensive for the rich people, but for you to come for an Airbnb and for the food, especially with American, you know, dollars to Mexico pesos, for what you get here. I mean, I had a $25 filet mignon. I mean, you can get, you know, all the Coca-Colas and cervezas are like $2-3, you know, and that's, I mean, in America these days for a soda, it's $2-3 everywhere for a fountain drink. So you can get what you pay for sure. So yeah, it's an amazing place. It's really, at least in America, it's really, Monterrey is very undiscovered. People do know Mexico City, which is probably more intimidating for me, especially because it's so large. But Monterrey is very, very, and the World Cup is coming up. I mean, there's like 8+ locations in the U.S. for the World Cup, and then I think here is like 4 or 6, and here in Monterrey, Mexico City, as well. But yeah, look at this development. You got condos on the top, and then you got Seoul, Korea, ramen bar, rice bowl, Korean rice bowl, and you got these really cool. There was a paint night party going on there last night, and then yeah, you got condos and stuff here, and kind of you got an abandoned, you know, building here, abandoned house, you know, so right across the way, you have an abandoned house from a massive development, but it's not much poverty here, so it's, you know, prosperous for everybody, at least in this area, which you don't get obviously in every city or every part of every country. Rutalia, I mean, this is a cool one. You got Sunny's Pizza Bar, Andrea Herrera, whatever that is. Rutalia Healthy Kitchen. Okay, now we're coming up on, you know, Poke Shop over here. Across here, Jaywalk. Forgive me for that. Bitter Sweets, I saw that earlier, like a tea shop for sale. High-end appliances and grills for kitchens. I mean, when you get these rich towers, there's another one that looks basically brand new. You got tons of, you know, accessories for homes. It's a jewelry or a dresses shop. So yeah, here's another example of kind of rolling through the stops because nobody else is here. And then you got another view of that mountain. And there's a great example of you go all the way up. All right, I'm Tim Lucier. Thanks for watching. It is 25 minutes in this tour, so I am done holding this device showing you off. But yeah, thanks for watching, and maybe I'll do a little quick selfie. Thanks for watching. It's beautiful here, so get here when you can. Thanks, guys. God bless you.